Welcome to Sizzling Success Tips from Baccini. Today I wanted to talk to you about setting yourself up with a grand opening. It's the best way to launch your business and get yourself off to a huge start. I've been doing this for a really long time, been in the industry a long time, and when you set yourself up for success in your first 30 days, you set the momentum and the pace continues from there. So why would you want to do a grand opening for a home-based business? Just like any brick and mortar business, people get excited about it. They tell all their friends and family, other business owners, maybe the Chamber of Commerce. You have a big ribbon cutting ceremony, you invite some people over to celebrate the opening of your new business, which is a definite great way to start. Everyone's excited for you. And when you're inviting people, you're only new once. You have that excitement that first time. So when you're calling people up, you're just calling them to your grand opening and say, I'm having a ribbon cutting ceremony, we're popping some champagne, I'm going to have a photographer there. And if you act like it's a real business, because most people don't think a home-based business is, so if you set the tone right from the start, you're setting yourself up for success immediately. And it's definitely the way I've set myself up in regular business and in home-based business, and it definitely gets you off to a great start. So I kind of have a checklist, so if you want to take notes, you can do that. We also have this backed up, and we'll get you some information on that. You can get it on our team website. But what you want to do first is set the date for the grand opening, and I say it should be within the first 30 days, while you're new, while you're excited, before you know too much about the products, because you're really going to have your team members help you, and you don't have to worry about being an expert. You just jump in, get started, and order your products, become a product of the products. My suggestion is always to start off with a bang, become a master distributor. That way there you can sizzle free your home and set yourself up for success. When people come to your house and they see that you're using the Sizzle Safe products yourself, they'll be more apt to purchase them and follow your advice. So start off with a master distributor so that you'll have enough products in your home to show your friends and family. I always kind of like to say, if you open up a shoe store tomorrow, would you open up that store without shoes? So you kind of need some products to get started with your grand opening. So get started as a master and set yourself up for success right away. So the reason for this is the major goal is to expose the business. Exposure is the best thing you can do right out of the gate, and to as many people as possible, friends, family, neighbors, other business owners, and launch in a really big way and start that grand opening off, because exposure is everything. So what you want to do is start out with your memory jogger, fill the memory jogger, and make your invitation list from that. There's 3 different ways you're going to invite people. Obviously by telephone is one, but really you're going to either do email, social media, or regular mail. And if you're emailing, there's a bunch of different ways you can design your own email and set up an invitation that way. There's companies out there, you can Google free invites. Evite.com is one of the most popular, and you can track your guests that way. Social media, if you belong to Facebook, it's real simple. You just set up, create an event, and then I always say snail mail, but the regular mail is the best way, and people will take you more seriously. So for the people that you really want to be there, my suggestion is to follow up with a regular mail. And then again, another phone call the day before, 2 days before, just for the food count. But just keep this in mind. The industry statistics tell you that 30% of what you invite will attend. So even if you have a small house, don't worry about it. Over-invite, super-invite. If you invite 100 people, you'll be lucky to get 30 there. So if you want to start off with a bang, that's definitely my suggestion, is to invite 100 people for sure. And when you call people up, just say, hey, this is Laura, I'm really excited, I'm starting a new business, and I'm having a ribbon cutting, champagne popping, I'm going to have a photographer there, the Chamber of Commerce, however you want to say that to people, and just say, I'd really appreciate your support, I'd love for you to be there. Really, really simple. Then you're going to follow up from the phone call to that email, social media, or regular mail, and then the day before. So it's 3 times. Your chances of them attending is better if they've heard from you 3 times. So you definitely want to do that. And just for a side note, depending on what you want for your results from that day, the industry average is 10 people will attend, because most people won't invite 100 because they panic and they think that everyone will attend, and they don't. So the industry average is 10 people will attend your grand opening in your house. 6 people will order. The average order is running about $75, which will give you about $450 in volume from that day. And because we have the Fast Start bonus for preferred customers being set up the first time, you're going to make 40% profit, which will give you $180 profit on the average. So if you want to be above average, over-invite. So then from there, definitely sizzleize your home with your guests come in. If you can't afford the master distributor, don't say, oh, I can't have my grand opening until then. What you want to do is definitely buy the visible products that your guests will see in your house, like the soft soap in the bathroom, the dish soap in the kitchen. If your laundry is visible, you definitely want your laundry detergent, maybe the toothpaste, anything that's visible. And you're also going to want them to sample the Sislin, which is the great diet protein shakes, and then also the Triangle of Life, which is one of the top selling products that's great for people to sample. And then Slender Pops. I mean, who doesn't want to lose weight eating a lollipop? It's a great product. So those are some things that you can have without spending a lot of money. If you can't do master, you still want to have a grand opening, no matter what. So be a product of the product, because people that day will ask you, what are your favorites, what do you like? And you want to be able to be prepared to tell them what your favorites are. And invite different business partners. It could be upline, downline, crossline. I always say everybody's your team, so it really doesn't matter who's there to help you. Everybody helps each other. That's how this business works. I love network marketing because it is all about people helping people. So definitely invite different people and have them there to help you on your journey. You don't want to have mostly distributors there. You want to have, 3 to maybe every 10. So if you have 3 distributors, you want 10 guests. So don't invite too many of your workers with you, although it's always fun to have them around. But what I suggested for mine is anybody is welcome to come as long as they bring a guest with them, because then the guest count goes up and it helps everybody. So then you want to go to a store and you want to buy yourself a bright colored ribbon, yellow or red, and also they have these fancy little ribbon cutting scissors that you can get at a party store, and they're just giant scissors and they look really cool in the picture. They don't actually cut the ribbon, they're just for show. And I did mention Chamber of Commerce. If you want to join the Chamber of Commerce in your local community, I've heard all different prices. It could range anywhere from $100 to $300, but you can invite the Chamber of Commerce to come to your ribbon cutting ceremony. They're all for small business people and they're definitely supportive. So you can have them come to your home and help you with the ribbon cutting ceremony. And then what you want to do is set up a press release, because the Chamber of Commerce is definitely always putting their grand openings in the newspaper. So that's a good way for you to get some exposure within your own town. And then for your display, you want to set up whatever products that you've purchased, definitely the ones people will be sampling. Make it simple. You don't have to overload them with too many products. Don't feel like you have to have the whole catalog or what's on site. Just have your laptop computer also set up on the table so you can have people shop right from the website and look at the products online. So don't feel like you have to have them all there. And you want to keep things simple. I did say pop champagne. Mine's going to be a brunch. We're going to have mimosas and just like a simple brunch in the morning. There are some people who are doing wine and cheese in the evening. There are some people doing afternoons with punch and cookies. Just keep it really simple. It's not about being a gourmet chef and having a huge spread of food, although people do love to come and socialize. But just keep it simple and keep the focus the focus. The focus is for you to have a grand opening, to launch your business in a big way. And then what you want to do is have copies of the preferred customer order forms and also some distributor sign-up forms in case there's somebody they're so excited they want to sign up that day. And I also use the Sizzle Safe Sheets because most people aren't aware of what's in their home and the toxins around them. So if you pass those out, that will definitely help your sales, because when they look at what's in the products that they own versus what's in Sizzle, they're very excited and they want to purchase the product. So that will definitely help your sales. I also use a door prize slip, and on the door prize slip I keep it very, very simple. It's just a few questions I would like more information about, and I would put on there the products that I highlighted, whether it's Triangle of Life, Sislin, lollipops, whatever it may be, the makeup, whatever you're specializing in, and also if they would like more information about Sizzle saving their home or becoming a distributor. And everything is answered yes, no, maybe, because it gives them options. And those are going to help you, number one, have a door prize drawing that day, but you're going to be using that to gather information about the people really for the calls the day after. So whether people ordered or not, you have some basic information. And we'll also have those on the team site, so I can give you that information after. But that is definitely a way for you to gather name and phone number and email. That's all you want from them, and whether they're going to be a preferred customer or maybe a distributor, or just have a referral for you, but at least you have their information. Great tip that I got from someone was to make sure that you copy the Sizzle Safe sheet. It's a two-sided sheet on either bright yellow or bright orange paper, because it jumps out at you, and orange definitely makes people feel like they're getting something. First, it's a definite sales thing, and it helps people make decisions, and your sales will be higher. And the main goal for the grand opening is not a business presentation. It's just a quick business overview, and then highlights about the products that you're specializing in. So you're not going to do a business presentation. The main thing is it's a grand opening, and people are helping you celebrate the beginning of your new business. And it's all about the things you're looking for that day is the exposure, picking up some new preferred customers. Hopefully you're at least averaging get 6. And new distributor, 1, 2 would be great, and referrals, because there'll definitely be people there that know somebody who's either interested in the business or who wants a toxin-free life. So this is definitely a great way to set up for your business. And the most important thing I can tell you is, we've heard it a million times, the fortune is in the follow-up, and I call it the Big Mac call the day after. So it's the morning after call. So if someone said no to everything, you just call them and say, thank you so much for being there to support me. I really appreciate it. I was just wondering, can I keep you in my email group? And then you send them occasional emails. If they've said maybe to anything, whether it's for a product or for a distributor or a preferred customer, whatever, you follow up with that. And if it's a distributor, take it to the next step. It's always to the next step. So the morning after call is pretty important, just about as important as the invitation. And one more thing I want to talk about is, what if you don't have a home large enough, or what if you live in a state where you really don't know that many people, or for whatever reason you can't have an in-home grand opening. You can have a virtual grand opening, and with the internet it's perfect. So if you have somebody on your team that's out of state, or like I said, you're out of state and all your friends and family are home, you have a virtual grand opening, invite everybody on. A phone call's great, but a webinar is better. And you can put a ribbon across the front of your computer screen and start off with cutting the ribbon off the screen, and then give them a virtual tour through your website and take it from there and explain what you're doing. And you can pop the champagne, and what I like to do in advance is send them an email confirming that they're coming to your virtual grand opening with the time and everything, but send them a scavenger hunt, because they're not going to actually be able to participate in a door prize drawing. But you send them a scavenger hunt, and in that scavenger hunt is things for them to look at on your website, in maybe 5 or 6 things, and say, if you email this back to me before the start of the open house, you put your name in for a door prize, or you're going to send them something, whatever you want it to be. But it's a way for them to feel like they're participating, having a little bit of fun, and that's what we're all about. It's like definitely having fun. It's a great way to start your business, great way to help your business associates start off with a huge success. And I went to a grand opening of a restaurant a week ago, and it's so exciting for new people to cut that ribbon and start the business off right. So what's a better way in time to call your friends and just say, hey, listen, I'm starting a new business. I really appreciate your support. My grand opening is date, time, place, and invite them, tell them the photographer's going to be there. We're going to pop some champagne, and I really appreciate your support. So on that note, we will get the information to all of you with the success tip sheet, and also the door prize slips and anything else that you need to help you for the paperwork that goes along with the grand opening. And just to keep in mind, this is a great way to start your business off, and have a lot of fun with this. Have a great day.